25 straight rounds, Naoya Inoue has outlanded his opponent.
Well, Nery defense, that's the concerning part for me. If Nery has improved his defense, he has a shot. But if he hasn't, Tess, he's going to go down just like the rest of Inoue's opponents. He's going to get knocked out, Tess.
Naoya Inoue is 12-0 in fights against world champions, 21-0 with 19 knockouts in world title fights. Here he is, the monster, all 4 belts on the line.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time has come for the bout you've all been waiting for, the main event of the evening. And now, please welcome the boxers as they make their way to the ring. First, the challenger from Mexico. Here is the former 2-division champion of the world, introducing Luis Pantera Nery.
Luis Nery making his way out with the Mexican flag. Por mi Mexico, the remix from the artist Sikan. For the former world champion in the biggest moment of his life in front of 55,000. A guy who has taken on the role of villain in Japan, not just because of the opposition tonight, but the controversies from the past of winning a title in 2017 against Yamanaka and then testing positive only for that to be cleared, and then missing weight by 3 pounds in the rematch and being handed a lifetime ban from the Japanese commission, only to see it lifted so that this challenge could take place.
I love those eyes right there from Nery. He looks focused, determined. You know, he seems like he's relishing this moment right here. Like, he doesn't mind being the villain, Tess. He's been here a couple of times again. He understands that the fans don't like him. He's using that as fuel tonight, Tess.
"35-1, the Panther, 29 years old, from Tijuana, Mexico. He has claimed titles in the past, but this would be the ultimate notch in the belt against the undisputed champion.
And now making his way to the ring, here is the undefeated 4-division defending undisputed super bantamweight champion of the world, Naoya Monster Inoue.
That is Tamayasu Hote, the artist from Kill Bill fame, bringing out the monster. An incredible set display at the Tokyo Dome for the monster. All 4 belts in his wake. The undefeated elite power puncher, Naoya Inoue, coming out to the song Battle Without Honor or Humanity.
Look at Inoue just taking it all in. 55,000 people there in the Tokyo Dome. Look at those eyes, Tess. Tess, some fighters, they fear losing greater than they fear winning. If you fail, it comes with criticism, disappointment, self-doubt, many negative emotions. Fear of winning comes with more responsibility, higher expectations. Success can bring new challenges and pressure that can feel overwhelming. But in a way, he loves to feel this type of pressure. He loves to perform. He loves to fight the best in the world.
You mentioned that pressure. You mentioned that responsibility as he makes this ring walk at the Tokyo Dome. In the most populous metropolitan area in the world, over 40 million in Metro Tokyo, and he is the king, the sports superstar there, who can put on an event like this. What a scene in Japan.
I don't suspect Inoue to be taking this fight personal. I think it's all business for him. All business. Total professional, Tess. And what I mean by personal is the background, the story.
The controversies of
controversy,
Nery,
yes.
who defeated Japan's other favorite fighter in recent years, Yamanaka. But this is the guy who has elevated the sport in his homeland, the monster. 26-0, 23 knockouts, 15 of his last 16, ending by knockout. The undisputed junior featherweight champion, Naoya Inoue.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask you to rise for the playing of the national anthem of Mexico, followed by the national anthem of Japan.
これより両選手の栄誉をたたえ、両国国歌演奏のセレモニーを行います。ご来場の皆様、ご起立、そしてご脱帽をお願いいたします。 ご協力ありがとうございました。どうぞご着席ください。
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome. Nippon no boxing fan no minasama konbanwa. And indeed, we welcome you, ladies and gentlemen, to the world-famous Tokyo Dome here in Tokyo, Japan, for the featured bout of the evening, brought to you by Ohashi Promotion in association with Taken Promotions and Bob Arum's Top Rank Incorporated. This bout is an undisputed title sanctioned by the WBC, President Mauricio Sulaiman, Supervisor Dwayne Ford, the WBO, President Francisco Valcarcel, Supervisor Leon Panasillo, the WBA, President Gilberto Jesus Mendoza, Supervisor Juan Kim, and the IBF, President Daryl Peoples, Supervisor Tsuyoshi Yaskochi. And now we introduce our three judges scoring this bout from ringside. From Australia, Adam Height. From Canada, Benoit Roussel. And from Puerto Rico, Jose Roberto Torres. Introducing our referee in charge, he will be giving instructions for this bout. From Canada, Michael Griffin. All right, fans, here we go with the main event of the evening. 12 rounds of boxing for the undisputed Super Bantamweight Championship of the world. And now, ladies and gentlemen in attendance, and boxing fans joining us around the world, live from Tokyo, Japan, it's prime time! Introducing to you first, the defending world champion. On my left, fighting out of the red corner, entering the ring wearing black trunks with white trim, hailing from Zama, Kanagawa, Japan. He weighed in at 55.2 kilograms or 121 3/4 pounds. With a sensational record, he is undefeated with 26 wins, no losses, 23 big wins coming by way of knockout. Tonight, he is making his 22nd world title appearance. Here is the renowned superstar of the sport, boxing sensation and pound-for-pound great. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the 4-division world champion, boxing's pride of Japan, the current, hard-hitting, undefeated, reigning and defending, undisputed Super Bantamweight champion of the world, introducing Naoya Monster Inoue! And his opponent across the ring tonight, fighting out of the blue corner, is the challenger, wearing black trunks with gray trim, proudly representing his home of Tijuana, Baja California, Mexico. He weighed in at a trim and ready 54.8 kilograms or 120 3/4 pounds. With a record of 35 wins, only one defeat, he has 27 big wins coming by way of knockout. Tonight, making his 3rd world title appearance, he is ranked in the top 5 by all boxing organizations. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome tonight's battle-ready challenger, the hard-hitting and dangerous former WBC Bantamweight and WBC Super Bantamweight champion of the world, introducing Luis Pantera Nery. Once again, our referee in charge, now to give instructions, Michael Griffin.
You men receive my instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourselves at all times. Touch gloves now, men. You're boxing at the bell. God bless you both. Touch gloves.
Joe Tessitore and Tim Bradley here on the call for the undisputed Junior Featherweight Championship. Luis Nery, Naoya Inoue, Timmy, as much as we're always have our jaws dropped with the explosive power of Inoue, he is also a calm fighter, confidently calm. He has exceptional footwork. He's sturdy. But this is a fight where Nery has said, I want it to end early. What could reveal itself early on?
That the fight could be ending on the other way. He can get knocked out. Nery has a tendency of getting caught early in fights and goes down. And I can tell you, if Inoue lands on Nery and he goes down, he's one of the best finishers in the game. He's going to finish the fight, Tess.
Right hand coming through from Inoue early on, willing to fire it. 2023 Fighter of the Year. First Japanese fighter to win that Boxing Writers Award in 85 years. So he'll be in New York City June 6th to accept that. As Nery comes forward against the monster.
I like that from Nery. It's dangerous. However, when he got to be careful reaching right there. You're in there with a vicious counterpuncher in Inoue. But that sequence before this test, coming behind his double jab, just taking advantage of that low lead of Inoue. Inoue tends to bag out in straight lines. He drops that left hand, and when he throws the left hook, he has a tail. He drops that left hand first before he leads with that left hook. So that'll be a telltale sign. If Nery and his team has studied film, they'll know that. Nery right now doesn't seem spooked by the punching power. Oh! There it is!
Inoue goes down! Luis Nery with a first-round knockdown of the monster! He said, I wanted to end early, that I see openings. He was extraordinarily confident and calm and resolute in saying that he sees flaws and he will knock out the monster. And now he's going after him. Luis Nery determined to deliver on it. Goes to the body with a left hand. Now on the inside, Inoue covering up, tries to deliver a right hand of his own, an uppercut. Comes through, but Nery unaffected. He keeps punching. First knockdown suffered of Inoue's career. Of course, he was cut and damaged badly against Nonito Donaire. Fought through a broken orbital bone, a dislocated right hand. But now, new adversity faced for Naoya Inoue. What a huge round for the upset-seeking Luis Nery.
In the inside right here, you see Nery set up the shot. See the small uppercut right there, but you see when Inoue tends to throw one hand, that left hand, the opposite hand tends to drop. Poor fundamental habits right there from Naoya Inoue. You can see it in his previous fights. He drops the opposite hand every time he shoots. If he shoots with the left, he's dropping the right. If he shoots with the right, he's dropping the left hand. And right there, Nery making him pay for that mistake. It's a common mistake of Inoue.
What a shocking start to this undisputed championship fight. Remember, Nery said in the lead-up, I've watched all of Inoue's fights. I think he's completely overrated. I see flaws. His weak point is he opens up. I will take advantage and come right in, and he did. Knockdown scored in round one.
Let's take into account that Nery is a veteran in this weight class. Been in this weight class for about, I believe, a couple of years now, Tess. He's the bigger, stronger fighter. He's fought at 118. Now he's at 122. He's the bigger man in there, and he seems to be the stronger man as well.
Of course, the titleist at 118 and 122. And now, how does the monster react as he goes back to the jab? As you can hear this massive crowd in Tokyo trying to rally support for their hero.
Said that left hand comes out of nowhere from Nery. That's the danger shot. That's his kill shot. Anytime that Inoue feels that he's safe, he's not safe. You're not safe until you're back in your corner sitting on your stool. Nery's explosive, and that shot comes out of nowhere.
Isn't it funny how boxing history writes itself and makes you think? This Tokyo Dome, this grand palace of sports and entertainment in Japan, you have to go all the way back. The last major fight card was Buster Douglas knocking out Mike Tyson in February of 1990. And then the first round of the showcase event in all that time, and the great Inoue hits the canvas. Round number 2 in that first round, Nery landed 10 power punches of his 15 total connects.
See, but
Short left hand flooring Inoue.
But Nery seems to be changing up his attack, Tess. Right now he's trying to be patient. He's trying to catch Inoue out of position. When Inoue commits, he's out of position.
Oh,
there it is.
Inoue returns the favor.
Lunging forward.
Nery came forward, overextended himself, and the monster caught him. Knockdown scored from Inoue.
That's a bad habit from Nery. Lunging forward. He has a really solid 1-2. But when he throws combinations, he tends to open up, Tess, and he reaches, overcommits, and right there, Inoue making him pay for that with a sharp left hook on the inside.
You saw that back foot of Nery follow forward. His whole body went that path, and the monster, with that Viper-like offensive reaction, floored him.
I don't know if he was extremely hurt from that shot, Tess. He was out of position. Didn't have his feet underneath him, I'm sure. He seems composed right now, Nery.
So they trade 10-8 rounds to open up this undisputed championship fight.
Nery again on the attack, coming forward, reaching with that left hand. You see him forward shift, and Inoue right there just filling that gap or that space with that left hook. Here he is reaching with the backhand. Inoue stepping back, has a single high shield. Oh, why don't you eat that, young man? Go ahead and sit down.
And Tim, that is a prime example of what you described in terms of elite technique and athleticism.
Yes.
You just saw it from Inoue. That was from about 4 to 6 inches away. And watch that back foot.
Feet and hand working together. Nery was off balance there. His momentum carried him forward. That shot wasn't a lethal punch. It landed on the chin. It dropped him, but he wasn't hurt badly during that sequence, Test.
Nope, that southpaw back foot came all the way forward. Inoue caught a glimpse of the lunge and fired off that left hook and scored the knockdown. So, a great bounce back round for Inoue after he suffered the first knockdown of his career in round 1. In that second round, he had a 21-4 connect advantage and scored the knockdown. So swapping 10-8 rounds to open up this championship event.
Inoue is starting to anticipate the offense of Nery. And he understands that Nery overcommits at times. He's just taking that half a step, sometimes a full step back to counter. When a fighter starts to anticipate tests, actions and reactions, that's when things start to slow down for him. Understand that. Things start to slow down. You hear that saying all the time. Does it slow down for you in the ring?
Right.
Yeah, it does. You know, the mind is faster than the actual reaction, which slows things down. So Inoue knows what he must do. He's starting to anticipate these shots coming from Nery.
This combination from Inoue. And now he goes with that right hand to the body. Remember, it was a body shot that caused Nery's only defeat of his career.
The technical prowess of Inoue right now, and the speed, the coordination, the punch placement right now is giving Nery fits. Nery understands that he can't compete with that. He's looking for that single shot. He's looking for Inoue to make a mistake to make him pay. If Inoue gets overconfident and throws too many shots and get a little bit greedy, there's a chance for Nery to be able to land his signature punch, which is that left hand test. Good right hand. Inoue now is getting comfortable, getting in the groove.
Oh, there's another one, Timmy.
Yeah, he's getting in the groove now. Anticipation is on. Nery better change things up. He better start feinting, start using his jab.
Oh, there's another one that splits the guard. That right hand is being placed well by the monster.
Nery needs to come behind his jab test, start applying feints. When you start getting timed like that, you gotta change your rhythm up. Feints doesn't allow him to know when you're gonna attack. You throw him off. The jab occupies him. He needs to start doing something. Or Inoue he's gonna have his way like this.
Top Rank Boxing on ESPN is presented by AutoZone. Get in the zone. 55,000 got into the Tokyo Dome earlier tonight. Monday evening in Tokyo. It opened in 1988. That year, Mike Tyson TKO'd Tony Tubbs in this great stadium. Of course, it has been the home to American football, to major entertainment, from Michael Jackson to Taylor Swift, and Buster Douglas at 42-1, the upset of Mike Tyson here at the Tokyo Dome. And now the start of action here between Inoue and Nery, and that right hand in the third round was effective, Tim.
You see the low guards right there of Nery. Poor defensive habits, keeping his guard low. You see the jab come right. The jab come first, and then the right hand just follow. Just great execution right there from the champion, the monster.
He had a 19-7 connect advantage, according to CompuBox, in that third round. 11 power punches. In the first round, Luis Nery scored the knockdown. He had a 15-8 connect advantage, and that was the first time an opponent of Inoue outlanded the monster in the last 46 rounds. 45 previous rounds, Inoue had more total connects until the first round tonight against Nery.
Nery's gonna have to compete with that speed. He's gonna have to compete with it with timing. Timing has a way of beating speed, placing those shots in between the shots of Inoue. And he's gonna have to prevent that bomb from coming, Tess. His defense has to get better. He has to be responsible after his offense.
Four-punch combination from Inoue. There's that pop right hand. Again, it's finding the target. The undisputed champion finding more of his rhythm offensively after being floored in the first round.
Inoue seems to be softening him up right now. He's just taking advantage of those poor fundamental habits.
Oh, look at this! Little showboat, trying to draw him in and then firing off.
Again, told you, defense got to be on point when you're facing Inoue with the speed, power, and accuracy that he brings to the table. Nery is taking these shots well, though, Tess. But for how long? That's my question. For how long can he take these shots coming from Inoue?
Nery suffering the 5th knockdown of his career earlier tonight. It came when he lunged in, overextended. Inoue met him with the short left hook.
See, but the toughness of Nery, that's why Nery's here. You know, that's why he's a 2-division world champion. Yes, he has the skills, he has punching power. However, that toughness, that grittiness, he's going to have to bring that out tonight. He's going to have to take maybe 1 or 2 tests to get one. To get one. You can just see Inoue right now just weakening up Nery, weakening him. And I think he's looking for that left hook to deliver. That's what he's trying to set up. He's trying to get him used to the shots up top. That's what he's trying to set up. He's trying to get him used to the shots up top, upstairs. And he wants to sneak one past the guard to the liver of Nery.
You can see him testing that a few times moments ago. Another solid round for the undisputed champion.
Starting to be an Inoue massacre, straight left, right hand, right down the middle, right between the seam. Great execution right there from the champion, and that's the shot I'm talking about. He's trying to soften up Nery with straight shots up top to be able to come around, and here he is, showboating a little bit.
That was the moment that got the
Good
crowd's
shot right
attention.
there, partially blocked by Nery. Look, Nery's still dangerous. You know, Inoue's having his way. He's getting comfortable. He better not get chillaxed. I'm letting you know right now. Nery can set him up, can lure him in. I told you before this that Inoue sometimes he get a little bit bored in there. You know, when guys don't want to open up, you know, he'll showboat a little bit.
You can start to see some swelling around the face of Luis Nery. There are the total body punches. You say look out for a body punch that could do damage with a setup from Inoue. Round number 5. Nearly connected with that left hook that scored the knockdown.
Yeah, the positioning of Inoue, top notch.
There's 2 right hands. Backs up Nery for a moment. Now he inches ahead.
See, positioning is the placement of a boxer compared or in relation to your opponent. You know, when you're facing the southpaw in his open stance battle, of course you need to have lead foot dominance. Inoue, he's having his way with the lead foot. Nery is constantly moving to his left towards the right hand. That's why he keeps eating those right hands.
Good right hand returning fire. Nery stepping forward and Inoue welcoming that. There is a certain sound to the combination punching of Inoue that's very distinct.
Nery's starting to sell out already. He's selling out, Tess. He understands that he's outgunned. He knows he can't beat him on the outside. He's too quick, too accurate with his shots. He's trying to close the distance now. Trying to get on the inside.
And you can see the complaints from Inoue and a warning from Mike Griffin and using that head on the inside. You can hear the reaction from the crowd. Remember, he plays the role of villain, does Nery, not just because of the opposition, the role, but the previous controversies in fighting in Japan. Was handed a lifetime ban by the local commission that was lifted so that they could have this mega event. And now trading on the inside. Perhaps an opportunity for Nery, but with them comes great risk. Like that!
There it is.
There's the risk with no reward! Left hook scores the knockdown again! Under 30 seconds to go, facing one of the great closers in recent boxing history. Here comes the monster. Right hand, stood up to it for the moment. Inoue on the attack. Final seconds. Nery survives, but he went down for a second time there in round 5. Another left hook from Inoue.
Being calm in the storm. You see right there, just found a little gap right there. Lead hand is down of Nery on the inside. Inoue noticing that. He's attempted there, just missed off the mark, but he dips under. You see his eyes. He's looking right at Nery. He sees those hands. Pull away from that face.
When
And
we
he
talk
sinks in
about
that left
punching
hook.
technique, Tim,
Look at this.
when
look
you
at this.
talk about the ability to turn a punch over in the last few inches of
Short,
the delivery
short,
system
yes.
to create torque and power, all-time great power for the weight classes that he's been in. That's an example. Here we go. Round number 6. The monster has taken over. An undisputed champion against a former champion. But there are levels to this game. And guys like Inoue and Bud Crawford are currently just on a far different pedestal.
That speed and quickness, Tessa, you alluded to it. The accuracy and how he's able to generate that power from short distance like that, with that much torque, that much power. It's brilliant stuff right there from Inoue.
Just stands up to that offensive effort from Inoue, from Nery, and fires back. Oh, his right hand. Combination up top.
This almost over, Tess. Nery can't keep taking these type of shots over and over and over.
What do you see as a potential finisher here, Tim? There's the
There
right
he is.
hand! He just answered the question! As Nery has crumbled and the monster has roared! He's done it again! of the last 17 by knockout. The pound-for-pound elite in front of a sold-out Tokyo Dome completely over-delivers on all the expectations. We are always cautious with the superlatives, with the word great in the boxing business. But in real time, fans, you are watching one of the greatest of all time. Unquestionably, the undisputed champion just demolishes yet another worthy world title challenger and former champion. Stamp it.
First ballot Hall of Famer right now, Tess, in his career. He's amongst the names, I would say, Roy Jones, Sugar Ray Leonard, Sugar Ray Robinson, Terrence Crawford's of the world. I mean, he's among the best of the best.
Timmy, I would contend that if his career was fought at a weight class 147 and north, the entire world would be nodding their head in agreement.
I agree.
He is the winner by way of knockout and still the undefeated, undisputed super bantamweight champion of the world, Naoya Monster Inoue.
Only because of the lower weight classes do the mainstreams not realize what they are seeing. But come aboard, folks, because this is one of the great, most entertaining rides that the sport has seen in some time. 27-0, 24 knockouts, and he does it time and time again. More impressive every time out. Naoya Inoue scoring 3 knockdowns, finishing it like only he can. A vicious closer, a complete fighter, and dominated Nery after being put down in the first round.
I was more impressed. You know what I was more impressed with? The resiliency and the fact that he was able to get up off the canvas, compose himself, and to do what he did right here, Tess. Unbelievable. But look at the combinations. He knew that he had Nery. He knew he had him on the string. He understand that he was hitting him, he was weakening him little by little. But that combination right there at the end in the straight right hand didn't really put a whole lot of torque on it, just snapped it. And it had that type of effect.
And you know it's coming, and you see it coming, and then it's there. I turned to you and said, Timmy, what's going to be the finishing shot here? Right as I paused, he sent the right hands and said, that will be your answer. All 4 belts are still his. And then you think about, what is the limitation? He has said he's pushing the boundaries of his body, his build, the limits. But at what point can anybody stand up to Naoya Inoue?
皆さん、お待たせいたしました。4団体防衛、いや、ルイス・ネリーを倒しました。井上尚弥選手です。皆さん、こんなにも多くのお集まりいただきありがとうございました。
Thank you so much everyone for coming to see my fight today.
ここ東京ドームで34年ぶりの、日本人メインイベント、自分自身すごいプレッシャーがあったんですけど、こうして皆さんの力が、僕のパワーになりました。本当にありがとうございました。
You guys gave me so much power. This is the first Tokyo Dome boxing event, first time in 34 years. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you so much, everyone.
最後は凄まじいノックアウトでした。倒した瞬間というのはどんな気分だったんでしょうか。
倒した瞬間というのはもういつになく最高な気持ちですけど、皆さん1ラウンド目のサプライズたまにはいかがでしょうか。
How did you like the big surprise happen in the first round? I'm so happy that I got knocked down, but
ただその第1ラウンドダウンを奪われた後、笑ってましたね。あの時の気分はどんな気持ちだったんでしょうか。
やっぱりボクサーということで、そういうシーンというのは自分自身、燃え上がるところがあるので、非常にハイテンションで試合をしてました。
Actually, that happening gave me a good motivation and
そしてここ
high tension.
日本東京ドームで、ルイス・ネリーと試合できたことに、本当に感謝いたします。ありがとうございます。
I am so thankful to get the fight against Luis Nery today at Tokyo Dome.
今ネリ選手と握手を交わされました井上尚弥選手です。改めてですけれども、その第1ラウンドダウンを奪われた後、セコンドでお父さんから声をかけられていました。どんな声をかけられたんでしょうか。
いや、もう覚えてないですよ。はい、自分自身必死だったんで、はい、ただダウンした瞬間に落ち着いて対処することができたので、普段のイメトレがこうしてここで、出たと思います。
I don't remember nothing what my dad told me during the intermission, but that happening gave me motivation and I'm really so focused until the end of the fight.
そして2ラウンドダウンを奪い返したその瞬間にセコンドの井上拓真さんと目が合ったように感じたんですが、その時はどんな気持ちだったでしょうか。
いや、だから覚えてないですよ。もうそのダウンした瞬間のことなんて覚えてるわけないじゃないですか。勘弁してくださいよ。
And keep telling you, but I don't remember anything during the fight.
さあ、改めて井上尚弥チャンピオンも念願とおっしゃっていました。この東京ドームそのメインイベンターを務めた今のその気持ち、ファンに向けて一言お願いします。
そうですね、ここに、駆けつけてくれた、4万人のお客さん、今日は本当に満足する、試合だと思います。またこういう皆さんが、期待するような試合をして、最高の試合を、していきたいと思いますので、今後とも期待してください。
Thank you so much for everyone coming to see my fight. There are more than 40,000 people here at the Tokyo Dome. I promise I'll keep you the fight that you can get excited.
そしてルイス・ネリー選手という存在は日本ボクシング界にとっても非常に大きな存在でした。そのネリ選手にノックアウト勝ち、最後は握手をされました。どんな気持ちで握手を最後されたのか教えてください。
6年前に、日本での因縁があったというのは自分自身、第2戦会場で観戦していたので、その皆さんファンの気持ちというものはすごく、しっかりと自分の中で、受け止めてはいましたが、ここ東京ドームでの戦いというのは井上尚弥 VS ルイス・ネリということで、自分はもうこの戦いに、集中して、心がけてきました。なので、勝った瞬間というのはやはりネリに感謝という気持ちで、握手に、求めに行きました。
I know there are some difficult feeling among Japanese boxing fans because of his fight again in the past, but yeah, I personally appreciate Nery. That's why I shook hand with him after the fight.
そしてチャンピオンにお伺いします。隣に2団体でランキング1位というサム・グッドマン選手が来ています。リングに上がりました。チャンピオンにお話を伺います。隣に並んで今後の展望をお願いします。
そうですね、次戦9月頃、ここ隣にいるサム・グッドマンと、防衛戦をしていきたいと、これから交渉していきたいと思います。
I would love to go into the negotiation
一言だけお願いしま
to
す。
fight against Sam Goodman in September.
Look, I've been mandatory for over a year. Either give up the belts or fight me. Let's get it on.
もう自分もベルトをかけてここまで戦ってきて、ベルトが欲しくてここまで戦ってきました。絶対やりましょう。
今後の井上尚弥選手にも注目してください。4団体防衛おめでとうございました。